NCAA weekend. All right, so there was a bunch that went on. My God, like we have talked about throughout this year about the SEC and about how like everybody is good in that conference. Yeah, there's only 2 sorry teams in the whole conference, and that's LSU and South Carolina. And then you're watching on Saturday, and South Carolina bombs out Arkansas. And even South Carolina and LSU have home winning records on the year. It's crazy how deep that thing is because they're the only 2 in the whole conference that have losing records. And you saw South Carolina blitz Arkansas this weekend. Bad job by Calipari. You have Florida mangling Texas A&M, 89-70. And Texas A&M's like 12th in the country going into that this weekend. So big-time Gator chomp for them. You had, speaking of the depth of that SEC, you had Vandy beating Missouri in overtime over the weekend. That was a big result. The Tennessee buzzer beater over Alabama was outrageous.
Man,
crazy.
This is Jemai Mashak, and this is after a 5-second call against Alabama. What an unbelievable win in Thompson-Bowling Arena for John Vols.
Bro, I bet he didn't have to buy no drinks at the what's that bar in Knoxville? The one that everybody loved. He probably drank the whole night. I forgot that joint, but he probably drinking good. Actually,
Yeah, and the whole team and Rick Barnes are trying to call timeout.
okay.
Everybody is trying. Not even
Rick Barnes just throws his hands up like, all right, we won.
This is what you know, though. This is a special team. Not even Rick Barnes can stop Tennessee from winning. Special team.
Let's go Vols.
Hey, you just brought up a bad.
Despite his best efforts.
He tried.
Not even he.
He tried. Yeah, I sort of be like, Rick, what were you gonna draw up? Like, really?
The Jaren Jackson 3.
What were you gonna draw up?
Speaking of that, why can't we get a timeout on the 8-second violation? You didn't bring that up, but
Why?
Go ahead, continue.
Why couldn't we?
Why don't we take a timeout?
So they started that clock.
Because I think everybody likes rolling around on the ground a
So
lot.
when Jaren saved it, they started that as
Like, wow,
possession,
this
and
is
that
cool.
started the clock.
Look at him roll around down there. Yeah, no, I actually did see a quote. Rick Barnes said, I saw Taylor Jenkins use his last time out to draw up the Jaren throw up some BS. And so that's what I was going to do. But turned out I didn't even need a timeout for my guy to throw up some BS.
Yeah.
If that kid would have missed that shot, Rick Barnes would have. Oh my God, he'd have been so mad at him.
Yeah.
The whole dude, they're all jumping up and down, timeout, 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 calling timeout. Crazy.
Yeah, shout out Tennessee though, man, getting the dub.
Woo!
What?
Was that a shout out to the
They got the dub, bro. Look, somebody brought the spot. Cool beans. Don't single me out, bro. Oh, Jalen, not bad, bro. My bad. We still family, bro. GTG, dog.
Wow. Shout out to Tennessee for the win.
Cool Beans is a great establishment,
Zoom
bro.
it back in.
Cool. You ever been to Cool Beans before?
There it is. Oh, no, don't take the focus off. You said shout out to Tennessee basketball.
You ever been to Cool Beans before? Y'all ever been to Cool Beans?
Well, we're not talking about Cool Beans.
Cool Beans is the greatest establishment in Knoxville, Tennessee.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because that's why I said shout out Tennessee.
I think
No,
your
you
shout out to the
That's why
Vols
I
was
gave him a
Cool
shout
Beans.
You said on the win.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
because
said
I know they
on
went to
the
Cool
win.
Beans after and had a great night. Because Cool Beans is a great place. Shout out.
Wow,
Cool
you
Beans.
just, yeah.
Go Tigers, go.
Keep digging your hole, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Tigers,
This is
go. I look
crazy.
great in this camera, by the way. Appreciate you, Jalen. My hair looks good.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
bad,
the
y'all.
opinion of one.
My bad, y'all. My hair looks great today, boy.
Auburn demolished Kentucky at Rupp. Like, all right, what are we going to do about this Auburn team?
So I heard Gary say this morning.
Somebody needs to step in.
He said
Put him in the G League.
Gary said this. He goes, "How far Auburn is ahead of everybody?" He goes, "They could literally lose their last 2 SEC games, then lose in the opening round of the SEC tournament, and then say the team behind them, Duke wins every game that they have the rest of the season, including the ACC tournament. And Auburn and they have a win over Duke.
And their best player could get hurt.
Right. And Auburn is still the #1 overall seed.
Bro, what are we
By
doing
that wide
about
of a
that?
margin.
I mean, they are unbelievable.
Said put him in the G League,
They're
bro.
awesome.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Who's
Like,
the
even if you're having some great season, even if you're 15-2 in the SEC or whatever, like to walk in there
Yeah.
and just pace them like that. Tell me you saw the
Bruce Pearl's got it rolling.
no. Tell me you saw the pregame speeches.
Bruce Pearl's
Pearl?
which one? He's got a million of them.
Oh my God!
You spin bars.
They put them side by side.
Yeah.
And Mark Pope is like, all right, guys, and then we're gonna have the offensive rebound. And like you see a bunch of guys like sitting back in the chairs, whatever, and he's like giving the speech, whatever. And then he's like, all right, guys. He's like, so now we got to go do it. And they're like, and they kind of like get up and like meander out, whatever. And Bruce Pearl's like in there, and he's like, what's our record in the SEC? He's like, 15-2. What's theirs? 8-7.
Oh.
He's like, hey, and all his players are like, and I mean, you want to talk about attentive, all right? And he's like, we're going to show them we're 15-2 and they're 8-7. And they're like, yeah, let's go. Here, watch it. Watch this.
I want to see it. Let's see.
15 conference games so far, right? What's our record? 14-1. 14-1. They played 15 conference games. What's their record? 87.
I don't know.
87. Have they got ready to play every night? No, sir. Has this team got ready to play every night? Yes, sir. Championship. Let's win it tonight.
Let's go.
He said, have they been ready to play every night? No, sir. Have we been ready to play every night?
Hey, that's how you want to. Hey, that's lit. Then,
14-1.
Then after the game, he gets on. He's like, "We call God. We calling God.
Dude.
Call God." I'm like, "All right, y'all a little turnt."
Yeah.
Shout out to Auburn. Hey, Roser, you think they could beat the worst team in the G League?
Auburn?
Yeah.
For sure.
Who's the worst team in the G League?
Because they all are like they all 30 years old.
Hang on. Who's the worst?
There's
team?
more guys that play NBA basketball on that team than will be on the worst G League team.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think they could beat the worst G League? Roser, you're supposed to be Johnny G League, bro. Come on.
Well, dude.
You on podcasts and stuff.
Okay, no. I will say, because I know we've played the worst G League team. That Auburn team could absolutely beat the Iowa Wolves. Yes, they could. By the way, assistant coach, former Tiger Joey Dorsey on that squad. The Iowa Wolves, we play. Yeah, he's an assistant there.
Oh, I thought you meant he was a player. I was like, God,
No.
he graduated in 08.
I know, right?
They've won a couple of games since we
dream
played
alive.
them.
Keep the dream alive,
I'm not kidding you. They are the Iowa Wolves are that I have seen that I can remember the worst G League team I've ever seen.
Golly,
That worse than them Suns teams a couple years ago.
So that's the only one, but we did not play the Suns that year. Like
Okay,
we
'cause them
didn't
teams usually
play
win, like, 2
them.
games, bro.
But yeah, there was those Suns teams that were bad. But yeah, the Iowa Wolves, they're god awful.
Make it a poll, chat poll, Luke.
Auburn, yes, Auburn could.
Auburn versus
beat
the
the
Iowa
worst
Wolves.
G League team.
Yeah, Auburn would beat them. Probably by 20 or 40.
That Auburn team is like
They
seriously
are awesome.
average age
they
of
are
like
cold.
23, dude.
Yeah, right.
And they mangle people.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care what you want to say about Kentucky. You go into Kentucky and you beat their ass like that.
Bro.
I
both
And
got-
they had it all set up for that to be a huge game. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, Auburn's coming down. Like, how are you not playing a close game in that game? How? How are you not playing a close game? Like, they just killed them.
And the
Bro,
funny
your best
thing,
player got a ball spot,
the funny
bro.
thing on that video is when Bruce Pearl asked what our record is, and everybody goes 14. He goes, "What's our record in the SEC?" And the
None of
first
them
guy-
know.
First guy goes, "I don't know."
I mean,
14-1.
hey, you know, bro, you know that team's over when Janai Broom literally has a ball spot.
Oh, I know.
Like, you know, like you ain't in college, bro.
Oh, he is. He's in college. All right.
You got the cul-de-sac.